It is becoming increasingly likely that Erik ten Hag will be announced as the next manager of Manchester United anytime soon. So today is as good a day as any for Football Manager 2022 to simulate his career and have a look how he gets on. Hello there and welcome to Anderzbaz FM. As we said in the little intro, we are moving Erik ten Hag into the manager seat at Manchester United, and I'm generous, so I'm going to give him an extra season. He's going to start as manager at the beginning of the 21-22 season, and then what we're going to do is we're going to simulate forward a year after a year after a year until he either gets sacked or wins a trophy. Hopefully it's the latter for Manchester United fans. For those who aren't Manchester United fans, which is probably the majority of you, he gets sacked. But we'll see. We'll see what Football Manager 2022 thinks his career trajectory is going to be at Manchester United. Obviously, Ten Hag is currently regarded as one of the best up-and-coming managers in the world. He's sort of the next Pep, the next Klopp. He's in that mould of strong managers. So a trip to the Premier League with a big club should be the making of his career. But we shall see whether Football Manager 2022 believes that to be the case. So here we are then at the beginning of the save. It's the 9th of August 2021, the verge of the first Premier League game of the season. As you can see, media prediction is 4th and Erik ten Hag is in charge at Manchester United. He has just joined from Ajax, previously obviously of Utrecht and Go Ahead Eagles as well. There is stats. We'll keep a track of those going forward. His 10s to and 10s not to are really strong as well. So zone marking, creative freedom, out of defence, pressing, and doesn't rely on set pieces or protect the lead. So they are strong 10s to sort of that you'd like to see if you were a Manchester United fan. That is the sort of manager that you'd like to have in place. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to have a quick look at the tactics that are in place. Obviously, this is just going to be from the last friendly, but you get this idea of the shape. He's going to be playing the 4-2-3-1, as you would expect, with two wingers on there as well. I'd imagine it's not going to be this personnel. But we shall see after we've simulated a season. This is the Premier League preview. Yep, 4th place is where this is probably more a representation of the playing staff that will be in that formation. But we shall see. Right, what we will do now is we'll simulate forward this first season and see if, well, first he can get to that media prediction of 4th and whether he can build on the squad and get them challenging for the Premier League title as we go forward into the next couple of seasons. And if this video is of interest to you and you are enjoying it so far, please remember to hit the like button down below and remember to hit the subscribe button as well. Share this video around to all your friends. Drop some comments down in the comment section as well. Get the algorithm working in my favour here on YouTube. And remember, Twitter. There's also Passion for FM, the website that I'm working in conjunction with for this video. Please remember to go and subscribe to their YouTube channel. Follow them on Twitter. Go to the website. It is a great website as well. Plenty of contributors around the patch who are doing some great things over there. Right, we've simulated the first season. We'll go and have a look at how Ten Hag gets on in his first campaign as Manchester United manager. Okay, then it is June 2022, so the first season has been completed, and as you can see, Manchester United have finished 5th in the league. There's a game there against PSG, which suggests they've gone quite well in Europe. And Ten Hag has got a 57% win percentage in his first season. His stats look like they may have increased a little bit as well. I'm looking at people management, that sort of thing. But we'll have a look as that goes forward. So he's played 56 games, won 32, lost 14. No cups, no leagues, no nothing so far in his time at Manchester United. But we'll have a look at how they are fared in this first season. So obviously in the league, they have finished 5th, so they're going to be in the Europa League next time round. 69 points is not many. He's probably lucky not to have got the sack, if we're being honest. Ronaldo finished 3rd in the goal-scoring ranks. Man City have absolutely dominated the league here as well, just to be... That's impressive tally of 96 points. But yeah, no one else featuring in any of the player stats. So what we'll do is we'll have a look at the schedule, see how the rest of the cup competitions went. If we scroll down here, okay, it was the Champions League semi-final that they got knocked out in 2-0 on aggregate against PSG, losing both legs 1-0. They got to the 3rd round. They got knocked out of the 3rd round of the FA Cup by MK Dons. And it was a bad week at the beginning of January as well because they lost 3-2 on aggregate to Liverpool in the Carabao Cup semi-final. So no silverware in Ten Hag's first season. The closest he got was the semi-final of the Carabao Cup and the Champions League. But let's have a look at the playing staff who has done really well, who's played the most games for a start. It looks like Bruno Fernandes has been in most, if not all, of the games. But Rashford is the one with an equally high average rating. If we flick through the stats, obviously conceded, David De Gea has conceded the most goals. But goals scored, it's Ronaldo who tops the chart with 26, ahead of Fernandes. Martial is on loan, so we don't want to count him. Let's double check where he is not at the club, so we don't really care about his goal tally. Rashford's got 10, Sancho has got 9 assists and 9 goals. Most assists is going to Fernando, so he looks like he has been the player of the season. 56 appearances, 13 assists, 18 goals. If we look at the tactics, in fact, this is not really going to show us much, really. We want to see the best 11, don't we? If we scroll across to the best 11, that will show us. Yeah, here we go. So, obviously, overall and first season, they're the same. But it looks like he's been playing De Gea, Shaw, Maguire, Varane, and Dalot across the back four. Rashford, Fernandes, Sancho, McTominay, Pogba in midfield, with Ronaldo up top in this formation. Nothing too surprising, really. Everyone seems to be, as you'd expect. If we look at transfers in what has happened since, so he's got a few South American youngsters. So Danilo from Palmeiras, he's played 10 times for the club so far, and Gabriel Menino also from Palmeiras, he has played 15 times. So they spent about 25, 26 million on players from Brazil, and another 4-ish on a young Argentinian as well, Facundo Farias, who is only 19, so he's come from Colan, and he's not going to play just yet. He's probably one for the future. In terms of sales, not many worth noting. It looks like, as we've seen, Martial's on loan at Sevilla. Charlie Manil's gone to Burnley. Lee Grant has gone to Plymouth. Nothing really happening. Phil Jones has gone on loan. Yeah, we shall see what happens in terms of transfers next season. And we'll see how we get on. So we're only after one season. We'll go through another season now, see how Manchester United get on with Ten Hag at the wheel, and we'll report back in a second. Second full season is in the books, and it's a similar story, really. Fourth place. Looks like they've taken fourth place on the last day with a victory, but much better points tally. 81 rather than 69, and much closer to Manchester City, who have once again won the league. Very close between Arsenal, Man United and Chelsea. Ten Hag obviously still in charge. We have a look at his stats. His people management has gone up once again to 20. I think everything else is just about where it was, if not a little bit higher. 62% win percentage now. Still no trophies, though. Still no silverware after 108 games and 2 seasons in charge. Let's have a look how the season has developed, though. If we look at the Premier League first, we can see that fourth place, level on points with Chelsea, pipping them on goal difference on the final day by just a single goal. Chelsea lost to Liverpool. Man United beat Leeds on the final day, so that is how that shaped. But Arsenal finishing third, Liverpool second, Man City top. Elsewhere, I'm not seeing any cup finals in the most recent fixtures, so we shall have a look what's happened. Quarterfinals of the Europa League, losing 3-2 on aggregate to Sevilla, a 2-1 victory in the second leg. Didn't do the business. If we look further back, Man City knocked them out of the FA Cup in the 4th round, and also knocked them out of the Carabao Cup in the quarterfinals. So, pretty good season for Manchester City. Nothing much happening. The Europa League group was pretty comfortably navigated, but to only get to the quarterfinals and lose to Sevilla is not the best. Ten Hag's probably feeling a little bit of pressure. If we look who has played the most games, look like Varane, Shaw and Sancho have been stalwarts in the side. Ronaldo's still got another 42 appearances. 17 goals for Alanga, but he's on loan. We'll ignore him. He's at Montpellier. We don't care. Rashford, therefore, equal top scorer with Ronaldo. 14 goals. Not many goals coming from anyone in particular. Alexander Isak is there. He's come in this season. We'll have a look at the transfers in a second. There is Isak, but looking, in fact, this is the overall best 11, is it? Hang on. Let's skip back to the season that's just finished. So, Rashford most often started as a striker. Sancho, Fernandes, Ronaldo. I'm going the wrong way through here, but we'll carry on. McTominay, Pogba, and then the back four of Shaw, Maguire, Varane, and Lindelof at right back this time with De Gea in goal. So no massive changes to the squad so far. But obviously we've got those youngsters that he brought in at the end of last season. And in fact, so there's Alexander Isak. 77 million from Sociedad. He has come in to lead the line going forward. Only 23, so obviously he is a good player for the future. 22 appearances, 8 goals so far. Anyone gone? No one's really gone at the end of last season either. Coming in, another youngster by the look of it, Sturgio, 21, 5-ish million from St Gallen. 18 million on Dennis Mann from Parma. He's a right winger. He's quite young as well, 24. And then Facundo Torres has come in for 5 million from America, Orlando City. That's who it's from. And he's just, he came in January, so he's not really made a massive imprint on the squad. Gone. Mata's gone. Lingard's gone to Leicester. Anyone else of note? Ilanga is on loan. We've noticed Diego Dallo has gone to Bayern for 36.5 million. That's why he is no longer in the back four. Matic gone on loan. Fred has just left us to go to Fulham as well for 14 million. But nobody massive leaving, really, apart from Dallo and maybe Lingard, as I say. But Isaac is the signing that's come in for this second season. Their media prediction was 4th, and that is where they ended up. But overall, not a massively impressive season when you particularly consider those cup runs as well. And here we go then. We have simulated season number 3. And it looks like Manchester United have improved ever so slightly. They're now finishing 3rd, just 3 back from Liverpool in 2nd. But Man City have pulled away once again at the top. Ronaldo's now club captain, but Ten Hag is obviously still here. His stats look about the same as last season. Is a tribute, sorry. And yeah, his stats also do as well. 62% win percentage, 159 games in charge, no cups, no leagues, no silverware whatsoever. He is not lighting things up with Manchester United here. Obviously, they are much closer. Well, no, they're further back from the champions, but they're much closer to 2nd at least. Sancho has got 15 assists, so he has appeared. But when you've got a Manchester City side with Erling Haaland in, it's really unsurprising. If we have a look now at what has been happening in the other competitions, knocked out of both domestic cups quite early on, 4th round in the FA Cup by Middlesbrough, quarter-final of the Carabao Cup by Arsenal, the Champions League. We're going to have to look at the schedule to see because it's already ticked over in the new season. But the first knockout round, wow, losing 4-3 on aggregate to Roma in the first knockout round. Not really what you'd expect. The Carabao Cup there, they lost on penalties to Arsenal. Pretty disappointing once again. League is slightly better, but nothing else is that improved. We're just sort of seeing general regular Manchester United performances so far. Rashford and Sancho are now really coming into their own with their average ratings pretty high. Gil Rosas is new. He's a right back. He's played in pretty much all the games this season. We have a look at the transfers whilst we're on that topic. He came in for 53 million from Leicester, which is a pretty impressive number of pounds. He was at Sporting in Spain, whoever that is. Is that where he started the game at, maybe? I'm not sure. Anyway, Jean-Claire Todibo, a centre-back, 44 million from Nice. He's really bolstering the back line by the look of things. Erakovic, a young Serbian from he's gone back on loan to Galatasaray, came from Red Star. That's someone for the future, clearly. Roko Simic for 10 million. Clara on loan at Cologne. Yeah, he's gone out he's come in for 3 million, sorry. Ivo Grbic, another young 28 Croatian goalkeeper. He's come in from Atletico. And Gigi Wijnaldum, I can't even speak there, has come in from PSG for 24 million. That's a big signing for the midfield. This is still in August. And Guilherme Arana came in for 8 million. He's spent some money. Amadou Dante has come in from Stern Graz as well. Has anyone left at that time? No, Fred was the last person to leave. Let's have a look. Phil Jones has finally gone. Wan-Bissaka is out the door. 3.5 million to West Ham. Anyone else of note? Hannibal. Did he even break into the first team? He got 39 appearances, 4 goals. So he's off to pastures new to PSG for just under 30 million. Alex Telles is on loan. Donny van der Beek has gone as well. He's gone to Dynamo Kiev. Dennis Mann is on loan at Milan. And Luke Shaw has gone to West Ham as well. 208 appearances at the club, but he's gone for 28 million. That's not a bad return. If we look at the best 11 then, De Gea still in goal. Back four now of Williams, Todibo, Varane and Rojas. Quite change there. Wijnaldum and Fernandes in the centre of the park. Rashford, Torres and Sancho in the forward advanced midfielders. And Isaac up front. Ronaldo is only on the bench. He still had 28 appearances though, given his age, and 8 goals. Not bad really at all. But again, the season really hasn't been lighting it up. Third in the league is as best as it's gotten so far. We'll give him one more year. I think that's what we'll give him. We'll give him one more year, and this is probably what the board are thinking as well. If he can't win anything in a fourth season, maybe it's time to try someone else. Obviously, if I was personally the board, I'd be happy with Champions League football. They're only predicted fourth anyway, and they've got third, so it's an improvement. But we shall see. We shall see how things go in season number 4 with Ten Hag here at Manchester United. And I said we'd give him one last season, and he didn't even get that because Zinedine Zidane is the new Manchester United manager. And by the looks of things, he has been in for a few months. It says 2024 there. In fact, yes, he came in December. So Ten Hag was sacked in the middle of November this season. So he's gone 3.5 years, not even that. Zidane has come in and won the Carabao Cup at the first attempt. Let's have a look at what's been happening, really. Let's see the competition. So they finished 4th, but I don't think Ten Hag can take credit for that. Out of the cup, the FA Cup, which wasn't him. Carabao Cup wasn't him either. That was Zidane's win on penalties. Let's see how he's done in Europe. Probably not even played many games in Europe. If we look at the schedule, they were knocked out in the first knockout round, actually. That was Zidane as well, to Atletico. But if we look up here, we shall see. So it was the 24th of November. So it's after the draw to Newcastle. So it looks like they've 5 defeats, 2 draws from the first dozen or so games is not fantastic. We'll have a look at the league and see how that tracks across. So they ended up finishing 4th on 70 points, nearly their lowest. But we'll have a look at where that puts us. Where were they in the league when Ten Hag was sacked? So that's a bit too early by the look of it. So they were down as low as 13th. If we have a look back at the schedule, the Newcastle game, was it Newcastle? Yeah, it was Newcastle, 2-2. So if we scoot across on this graph, find the Newcastle game, it was, in fact, that one, match 12. Match 12. 2-2 draw with Newcastle. They were 10th in the league when he was sacked. Pretty poor start. It doesn't look like Zidane came in until around about the 13th place, as you've just seen on that chart there. We'll have a look at Ten Hag himself. He's still unemployed since his time at Manchester United. And that's pretty, okay. 177 games in charge, 62% win percentage once again. Still no cups or all leagues or any sort of silverware whatsoever at Manchester United. So all in all, pretty unspectacular for a manager with as good a reputation as Erik Ten Hag. Clearly, the step up to Manchester United, according to Football Manager 2022, is not the making of his career. The performances he's had have been pretty typical of the Manchester United we've seen over the last 10 years. Just about in the top 4, not really threatening anything in Europe, not really threatening anything in the domestic cups either. Pretty disappointing, no massive change of fortune. And to be honest, FM22 generally does favour Manchester United a little bit more, so I'm even more disappointed because I would have expected them to finish like this regardless of who was in charge. I mean, I played as them on the beta, if you can find that series on the channel here. I played as them on the beta and won the league in the first season, so I'm better than Erik Ten Hag, that's all I'm going to say. Right, thank you anyway so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this look at Ten Hag's career at Manchester United, 3.5 seasons in total. And I'll see you next time for the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye. Well, hey, you've made it to the end of the video, and hang on, it's a subscribe button. Tap on this. Even if you've done it already, just try it, see what happens. And then if you're hanging around, have a look at these. One of these. Check out some of this amazing content. You won't regret it. I'll see you next time.